Let's go Oblivion, man. Let's get back into our Barry boy. I was real tired yesterday. I was I think cooked from the beginning yesterday because I was straight up just 2-hour tabletop session directly into stream, and I was just absolutely, if I was a meal, I would be cooked. The Brendaniel 5 o'clock shadow seeping in. Yeah, I know, I gotta shave soon. Treat that's nice. Now that right there, that's Bethesda quality, baby. Yeah, I gotta shave soon. I've been thinking about it lately. I know mustaches are really in this summer, but I know I'm not gonna be able to pull one off. Oh, I gotta turn the sound on, don't I? I do fine. How do you do? Mustaches are really, really in right now. Like, kind of every dude I've been seeing, a lot of dudes getting heavily into mustaches. I know I can't. I really don't think I can pull it off. Even if you Photoshop one on me, I don't think it looked good. I don't think I could have the coverage there, but I will say, wild to see that mustaches are coming back. I mean, they've kind of been coming back for the last, like, year or two, I feel like, with more and more influencers picking them up. But I think that my problem is if you add a mustache, then you become default white boy with brown hair and glasses and a mustache. Like, it's just, they've added a new kind of default white boy. Better than the broccoli hair, to be honest. I feel bad because if I see somebody with the broccoli hair, I judge them immediately. And I kind of feel bad about that I have that kind of like snap judgment where it's just like, I do not want to deal with you. You have the broccoli hair. I do not trust you. You were going to tell me the kind of supplements you were on. I do not want to hear it. Like, I get a little trepidatious about interacting with broccoli hair dudes. Something about it is just like, you are going to tell me what kind of pills you are on, and then you are going to recommend 8 podcasts that are all about like some of the worst subjects I ever heard about. Yeah, I listen to a lot of science and reasoning podcasts. Have you listened to like Fart Butter? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's these like 3 guys that I like, and they're really funny. And like, you know, they get into some jokes. So, like, one of the jokes they have is they yell, "My mom is a bitch. I want to kill her with a knife." And I'm like, it's just a bit, it's just I'm not going to be thinking anything weird about hearing that like 80 fucking times a day. It's just like a funny bit, man. 2 of them are the Joe Rogan podcast, but the dude doesn't realize it. So many podcasts are just, this is like the Joe Rogan podcast in the most boring fucking way. I've tried to watch snippets and clips from like Manosphere Dude Bro podcasts, and they all fucking sound literally the same. And then they're all trying to get you on any kind of supplements they can sell to you to fix you and your menergy. Manosphere podcasts are there just to grift you out of your goins and then to sell you on some kind of new way to menergy. Why are you naked? I don't humble you. Why are you naked? Victus. Why are you naked? What do? You train the blunt. But why are you naked? Okay, goodbye. Goodbye. And why are you ugly? Do any of you have any jobs? Where's the job man at? I'm naked. I take my fart butter pills every day. Thanks, Corbin. Nice to see you. Good to see you, Corbin. Good to see you. Brendan, why are they bald in fantasy? Can't they just magic hair? A stylistic choice. Why are you naked? Why is everybody naked? Their clothes are disappearing.
Take care of Lo.
I feel like I'm doing a naked run of Oblivion. Everybody keeps... I've never had this issue playing the game. Why do they keep getting naked? Why do they keep taking their fucking clothes off? I don't... What the dog doing? What if I come back and the dog is naked? Naked grandma. I'm playing... Oh, good. No, I'm playing the naked grandma build. Don't worry about it. Now she has clothes. Went to the nudist guild instead of the fighters guild. Yerp. Everybody is just waking up. Why are they waking up and then walking around their fucking guild naked? Do you go to work? Do you put your clothes on at work when you're in the like middle of the shift? Like, you're halfway through your shift already. You had your coffee. You get to work naked, and you're like, "Oh yeah, no, I got my clothes in my bag. Let me just pop them on real quick." I don't judge them. Okay, I'm the bad guy because people go to work naked. Okay, I get it. I'm the bad guy. Somebody going to work naked, their cheeks fully slipped out. And I'm the bad man because I said, maybe just don't be naked at work. Feels like you're mad you haven't taken advantage of nude streaming. I mean, I wear clothes to work, you know? I don't, and I'm not saying like, if you work at like a, I don't know, like a nude hospice or something. Like if I worked at like, I don't know, a nude hospice or like the nude Walmart, I get it or whatever. Like that's a place to be like nude at. But I don't work at the nude hospice. I don't work at the nude Walmart. And if you're gonna do anything, you should wear clothes at work probably, unless like you don't have to wear clothes at work. I'm just saying, if you work at like the Best Buy, you're not gonna walk into work halfway through your shift and just be naked for half of your shift, and then put clothes on midway through the shift. You're gonna be naked from the get-go, right? Or you're gonna be naked when you get home. And if you like work from home and you're not wearing pants and you're on like a Zoom call, I don't care about that. You cannot wear pants while you're on the Zoom call. I'm not gonna tell anybody. Like, I won't narc on you for that. That's whatever. That's completely different to me. But like, I'm talking about somebody partway through their shift, entirely nude. That's a little fucked up. And then putting their clothes on midway through the shift. Those old folk ordering medication do not know that my thang-a-lang is out. They don't know my ding-a-ling is out. People aren't born with clothes on. Why do we need them to work? Because what if the air conditioning is on at work and it make your nipple real hard, and then you slip and fall and hit somebody's iPhone with your nipple, and then you crack the screen? Huh? What about that? What about that, huh? What about that? What about that, huh? Your body is a workplace hazard, all right? Let's hop back here, give me a break. Listen, if you want to be naked at work, I think that I am adhering to societal norms. I do not disagree that societal norms, if you want to hang with your thing out, I'm just telling you, you're going to get fired, and you should wear your clothes to work, you know, for your sake, not for my sake. If I go to the GameStop and the guy behind the counter is fully nude, thang out, wang out, whatever, man. I'm not there to judge him. He's going to be judged by his manager and his peers. But what if I want to hang with my Marvel's the thing? Marvel when he rock monster, Ben Grimm when he big rock? I don't know, dude. Do it, I guess. Great first 20 minutes of the stream. Oh. When he pulls his rock penis out and pushes it right into my rock ass.
I haven't.
She clobber on my thing until she make my Ben go grim. She clobbering and slobbering on the thing until it make my Ben go grim. She pushes her hands together and yells and shouts, "It's slobbering time," and then she sucks on that thing all silly, like it's fantastic, right? Something like that. If you're the waiter and your schlong brushes against my wife's body as you walk by delivering food to the other table, she'll give you a big extra tip. I mean, we have a restaurant like Karen's. We have like themed restaurants. Why not a nude one? Why did you read that? I don't know. I was just thinking like nude restaurant. That could be a good like play out there in the buff. Call it the buffet. Call it the buffet. Right there. We've got it. We've got a name. We've got a name. That's all we need. We got a name. We got a name. We just need the capital now. Out in the buffet. We got it. We got it. Nude restaurant. We got it. We got the name. We just need to hire waiters who are comfortable, very comfortable with their body. Waiters and waitresses that are very comfortable with their body. And then we just need people, a clientele who want to go to a restaurant to see nude people. And yeah, we've just basically, we're going to kill Hooters. It's the nail in the coffin. Dudes and ladies. I thought Hooters already died. I mean, it's like any restaurant bought by venture capitalists or whatever. It's dead, but not really dead, you know? It's they're filing for bankruptcy, which means they may die a horrible death, but they may just also never die, you know? We show taint here. The buffet. Honestly, that's just those weird dudes that go to strip clubs for the food. No, because it's not about the nudity at the buffet. It's not about jonkling your jankles off at the buffet. It's just about the nude experience. The food could still be good at the buffet. You could still have good food there. It's just everybody naked. Honestly, downside, I mean, you get too many health complaints and get shut down. The buffet would get shut down. Yeah. But yeah, realistically, yeah, buffet would get shut down. I hate to say it. I don't want it to get shut down or anything. I would love to open the buffet, nude restaurant, but too many health complaints. They would also ask me, so why are the chefs nude as well? I mean, it's just a nude place. Why are the chefs nude, Brendan? Why are the waiters and waitresses nude, Brendan? But why are you wearing clothes? You know, I'm just not comfortable in my skin, so I wear whitey-tighties around and a tie. I wear whitey-tighties and a tie. I'm just not as comfortable as my waiters and waitresses. You know, I can't fully commit. The Hooters successor, the Hunkers. Me, when I start hiring dudes with huge bulges, specifically for my version of Hooters, but with guys that wear three-piece suits, but the pants are really, really tight, so you can see the bulge in their pants. All the food is served on clipboards. Very heterosexual activity. Very heterosexual. I think OSHA might have something to say about chefs operating a frying station au naturel. Nah. Okay, yeah, fine. For the chefs, at least, I'll put them fully nude still, but in like a clear, entirely clear bodysuit. All right? I'll make a concession. You don't want the oil dripping on their head. I'll make a little bit of a concession. Guards, Xerox that chef. Yeah. Laminate that chef immediately. I feel like a hot vat of oil for fries and wings could obliterate a stray pube. I'd feel bad. Yeah, imagine order. Oh, fuck. I probably shouldn't have ordered the sizzling fajitas at the nude restaurant. Why are they just? I love the dichotomy of Oblivion dungeons where I was fighting skeletons outside, but the actual dungeon is just full of dogs to punch. Like, and I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be more skeletons maybe down here, but wild that like you punch the scary skeletons and now I'm dog punching and rat punching. It just doesn't seem. I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem right. Dogs employed the skeletons? I mean, realistically, IMO, dogs would eat a skeleton, right? On account of the fact that it's bones. I don't think dogs and skeletons go well together. It's like if in the titular movie Minecraft, if a spider jockey, which, you know, Jack Black never said that, it wasn't in the movie, but it's in the game. A skeleton can ride a spider, but a skeleton can't ride a dog. A skeleton could ride an undead dog, but not a dog. They do in Minecraft? No, skeletons don't ride dogs in Minecraft, Corbin. Spider jockey is in the movie? Yeah, but Jack Black doesn't say spider jockey, so we don't consider that to be true. We don't worry about it. If Jack Black said spider jockey, then I'd understand it a little bit more. But he doesn't say that, so I don't count it. It's not real. It never happened. It's a falsehood. So they drove all the skeletons outside? Damn, that environmental storytelling? No, I don't think so. Why are there? Is that a bandit? Oh, never mind. The dogs work for the vampires. Got it. You thought it was, environmental storytelling. No, the dogs work for the vampires who are trying to punch me. Oh, fuck. No, I don't want to have horrific hemophilia. I don't remember how to cure that. How the fuck do I cure vampirism? Shit. Why a vampire got to punch me and then it's transmitted via punch? Should have been a bite. What the fuck do you mean the vampire punched me and now I'm part vampire, part fucking goober? I'm punching ghouls, baby! I'm punching ghouls! Stop that. Yeah, I can punch a ghost. Never seen that before, did you? They should have had that in the Ghostbusters. Didn't they have that? Actually, I think they did have that in the Lady Ghostbuster movie where one of them had like a power fist that punched a ghost. They should have had that in the old Ghostbusters movie. Dan Aykroyd should have punched a ghost. Dan Aykroyd beating the ever-loving shit out of a ghoul. He grabs Slimer, he just starts fucking punching the shit out of him. Take it to the head, Slimer. Take it to the fucking head. You can't just fist a ghoul? That makes sense. You need enchantments? That makes no sense. You need enchantments? Nah, peep this. Your power attacks have a chance to disarm your opponents. Your attacks can hit creatures immune to physical damage. My fists go so hard, they punch through the fabric of reality. I just punched the ghost. Hey, what's up, man? You also a vampire? Why are you a vampire bard, but you don't have like a lute? You're hitting me with this sword. This is not the same, dude. That don't do fucking nothing for me. What do you mean, you vampire bard? You can't just call... This is my other thing about Bethesda. You can't just call him a bard. He's not playing a fucking song. He's not walking without rhythm. He's not walking with rhythm. That's not a bard, babe. That's a dead guy. Next year, Morrowind Remastered. I'd love that. But I think the next rumors are same company is working on a Fallout 3 remaster. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably more interested in that. I'm far more interested in a Fallout 3 remaster before a Morrowind remaster. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd take a Morrowind remaster or remake. I'd still be happy about that. But I think Fallout 3 is the one that's like in the rumor mill now. And so maybe we'll get that shadow drop this year or next year. Fuck, we don't know. Crazy bit to shadow drop the Oblivion remaster and then immediately be like, oh yeah, here's the Fallout remaster like a month later. New Vegas so it can actually run easily. Well, I think if they did anything, New Vegas remaster would have to come after Fallout 3 remaster. They aren't working on the 3 remaster yet. It should come out in 3 years. I don't know, man. What was the dev time on this one? Did they ever talk about it? When did the rumors start for the Oblivion remaster? Oh, right, because it's all based on that Xbox leak. Right. I would assume they've had a team working on it. Do you think they would remaster Elder Scrolls Arena or not? That'd be cool. Nah, I think it stops at Morrowind. I don't think you're getting Arena remaster. I don't think you're getting Arena or Daggerfall I think if they did it, it'd be Morrowind, Oblivion, and then fuck it, Skyrim again. New Vegas is much more unstable and beloved, though. That doesn't matter. New Vegas is more beloved and more unstable. That doesn't matter. What is New Vegas? Not a Bethesda game. Even if it is technically a Bethesda game, New Vegas is not a Bethesda game. They would do Fallout 3 first. No matter how much you want it, no matter how much anybody would want it more than a Fallout 3 remastered, they would not do New Vegas before 3. They would not. I don't care if it hurts. I want to have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. They would do Fallout 3 first, guaranteed. Is it Obsidian owned by Microsoft also? Yes, but that doesn't matter. They're not the same development studios. Just because they're owned by Microsoft doesn't mean that they're similar in any way. They're completely separate companies underneath the Microsoft umbrella. This is Bethesda working with Virtuos, and then Microsoft is above them. Just because Microsoft owns Obsidian and Bethesda doesn't mean there's going to be any kind of synergy between the companies. I think that's one of those things that people think about. We're like, well, Microsoft owns them both now. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that like Obsidian isn't going to get to working on a Fallout game. And it's going to take a while before they start taking anything from Bethesda and giving them to other dev companies under the umbrella. Because they have different internal structures and there are middle management power struggles. And so, yeah, incredibly unlikely that they would just give Obsidian, oh, we own Bethesda, we own Obsidian. Give Obsidian Fallout again to see what they could do. They're not going to do that. I'm not going to say that they're not going to do that, but incredibly unlikely they're going to do that because you are making inferences to a world that runs on logic. And I am making inferences to a world where no matter what, Bethesda is the subcommittee underneath Microsoft's committee, and Bethesda has the final say on that stuff. So they'd be like, nah. I'm not saying that we wouldn't get a New Vegas remastered. I'm just saying that a Fallout 3 remaster would for sure come first. And also, yeah, why would we get Fallout 3 remastered over New Vegas remaster? Is Fallout 3 remaster was on the list of leaked games from the big Xbox leak. And so that leak has been coming pretty fucking true. And I'm sure that Virtuos is also heading that. Plus, better to do Fallout 3 before New Vegas, because what is Fallout 3 if not built off the bones? What is New Vegas if not built off of the bones of 3? Because you do 3 is also safer, and if you fuck up 3, less people will care. You do 3, you tweak the gunplay, you figure out what you want to do, and then you tackle New Vegas. Because I'm sure if they do anything with Fallout 3 Remastered, they're going to change the gunplay to be more like Fallout 4. I don't know about power armor, but I feel like Oblivion was probably the safest bet to do a remaster of first, because you don't really have to change that much from like Skyrim combat-wise. But something like Fallout, you're gonna have to change it and modernize it a little bit. And Fallout 3 is a safer bet to do that on. I mean, to me, it makes a lot more sense. I was thinking that it's more that rights won't be an issue since Microsoft handles them both now. No. I think that's that once again is in a perfect world. Just because Microsoft can doesn't mean that they will. Have we seen, let me ask you this. With Microsoft buying things and putting them under their umbrella, and like I'm looking for examples here, because I don't for sure, like off the top of my head, I can't think of one. Have we seen an example of Microsoft taking an IP from a developer they have bought or that they own and then giving it to another one of their companies under the umbrella? Have we seen an example of it yet? Have they taken IPs that they own and giving them to a company that doesn't run that IP? Have they taken any Bethesda IPs and given them to one of their other developers? Have they taken any Obsidian IPs and given them to another developer? Have they taken any, what is it, Team Ninja? Ninja Theory? One of the ninjas? I think Ninja Theory, right? Have they taken any of their IPs and given them to another developer? Oblivion Remastered? Not really, dog. Virtuos just does a lot. And also Virtuos work directly with Bethesda. And Virtuos isn't a Microsoft developer. They do a lot. They just do a lot of remasters and work with a lot of other companies. They are a support studio that sometimes does remasters. And even then, they still worked with Bethesda. And I also, once again, I don't think that Virtuos is directly owned by Microsoft. I could be wrong on that. I didn't know if they bought them. But yeah, Virtuos is not. They are independent. And even then, at its core, like, this is still just Oblivion with a fresh coat of paint and a little change here or there. This isn't like giving them the IP and having them redo it. This is fresh coat of paint with UE5 visuals. Boom, bam, boom. Playground Games took over Fable. Yeah, but Fable is also a direct IP that they own and have owned forever. And also the studio that used to make Fable died. I would put that under extraneous circumstances. I am talking about, have they taken a studio that they owned and given them an IP from a studio that they have purchased, like just taken it and said, here. I think they're very careful with their IPs. I think overall, unless Bethesda died, if Bethesda died, of course they would take Fallout and Elder Scrolls and hand it off. But I think for the most part, they're not going to take and rip away Bethesda baby and then hand the baby over to somebody who may do a better job. In a perfect world, yeah, like I said, that makes sense. But this is not a perfect world. I'm not saying that there's not logic to what you're saying. I'm just saying this is why they would do Fallout 3 first, because it doesn't matter how much you like New Vegas. To them, in corporate and in game dev, it probably just makes more sense, really, to do Fallout 3. And also, all the dev studios they have want to work on their stuff. They don't want to be given somebody else's baby and said, now make a good game. Because then also, you're going to think of that as like you're also telling your studio that you are punishing them. You are taking away their baby. Their baby is no longer theirs because they didn't do a good job with their baby. And another note, if they didn't do that to 343 after fucking up Halo 3 to 4 times, they're not going to do that to Bethesda. The initiative is doing Perfect Dark instead of Rare. Both still exist. Yeah, but what has Rare done aside from Sea of Thieves? They have no interest in that. That's such an old IP. Once again, that's like a dead IP being given to another studio, and Xbox has owned Rare forever. That's like, I would understand it if they gave, what's the kid with he's white, pink shirt, yellow hat? What's that kid's name? Commander Keen? That's like giving Commander Keen to, I don't know, not Machine Games, because that's under the Bethesda banner. That's like giving Commander Keen to Playground Games. But also, yeah, I mean, like, the point stands, I think, is that yeah, it is more logical to do Fallout 3 first. I do not think, even if New Vegas is the more beloved game, that they would do New Vegas first. I'm not denying that they wouldn't do New Vegas, but they would do Fallout 3 first. That just makes sense to me. One, it gives you a better foundation for doing New Vegas, since New Vegas is built off of the bones of 3. And then 2, like, it gives you a chance to look at the gunplay. You have to look at the gunplay and decide, do you want to change this? Which, like, yeah, I think you'd want to change it. But also, like, I don't know. Like, in the future, like, you were bringing up examples, like, yeah, and these are examples with, like, older or more dead IPs, or with development companies that are underneath like the banner. But you got to also think, like, Bethesda isn't just a developer. Bethesda is Bethesda Softworks, Machine Games. They are what's the other one that died, that did Evil Within, that they fucking closed down? My heart. They were multiple studios under a publisher, and then Xbox bought the publisher. Like, they still don't know what they're doing with Activision, because Activision was multiple developers and the publisher. Tango Gameworks, right. To a degree, they kind of don't know what they're doing with some of this stuff, because Xbox is also just kind of blindly buying whatever. They're just throwing their hands out and screaming into the mist. They are a blind octopus being dropped directly out of the battle bus. Come on, Bethesda, remake the Elder Scrolls Travel's Shadow Key. As much as I enjoy this remaster, and even though I know it will do well and I'm having fun with it, I still stick to my personal truth, which is I believe that we need more new IP. I don't need more old IP. I mean, I'm not immune to nostalgia. You know, I'm going to fall for it. I'm going to play the Fallout 3 remaster if and when that ever drops. I'm going to play New Vegas remaster if and when that ever drops. Like, absolutely. But I also kind of just want new IP. It's a bit disappointing that it's not better Oblivion, it's simply Oblivion. Well, the leveling system at least got changed up. You think we'll get a New Vegas remaster? I think it would happen after the Fallout 3 remaster, yeah. It's money on the table. Virtuos has already proven themselves with this one, so why not prove them with Fallout 3 and then take that, do New Vegas with it? Speaking of remakes, the new Bungie game is a remake of some cyberpunk postmodernist game I've not heard of called Marathon.
Well, what is it?
Adamus, your lack of gaming knowledge sometimes is genuinely astounding, but all right, fair. Yeah, Marathon Durandal, they're good. They're good old games. I only know about them because if you read the terminals in Halo 3, you got a bunch of lore kind of related to them. The new Marathon, I'm 50-50 on it, but only insofar as much I get Hyenas vibes from it, and that worries me a little bit. I get Join the Pack vibes from it so fucking hard. I hate saying that too. I hate putting that energy out there, but I for some reason, I get the weirdest vibes from it. I'm definitely getting join the pack vibes. I'm definitely getting, oh, Marathon. They're going to have heroic abilities as well on top of the, oh yeah. No, I get it, man. Heroic abilities on top of like the hero shooter. No, I understand that. I get on top of extraction shooter. Oh, okay. All right. I really liked its announcement trailer, though. The direction was really good. The direction was good. I still get Hyenas vibes. I live her under a rock with some games, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, fair. As a Destiny addict, all I can see in Marathon is more Destiny. No, but it's not going to play like Destiny, though, dog. Like, Destiny has a core gameplay loop that exudes freak energy. Marathon's going to be an extraction shooter. So, like, if they do extraction shooter stuff, you're going to lose your shit. Like, if you lose the PvP encounter, you lose your guns. Like, I don't know how much they've talked about, like, how extraction shootery they're going into it. But, like, Destiny is more, ooh, me when I collect my gear, and I get my gear, and I put my gear in my vault, and then I look at my gear. If they're going full extraction shooty with Marathon, then, like, you are going to go into a match with your coolest gear. You're going to be fighting dudes. You're going to die, and all your stuff's gone. All your gun gone. That rare legendary that you spent hours fucking like farming like areas for, and you got like 2 of them. Pack rat behavior is gonna go so fucking hard in Marathon. Or you were a Tarkov guy. I played it once. My experience in Tarkov was I played it once. We bought green armbands because it doesn't tell you who's friendly. And then I was coming up the stairs in a building playing with my friends, and they fucking shot me point blank while I was like, hey, I'm coming up the stairs. And then they saw me, split second, thought I was an enemy, blew my head off. I'm like, yep, that's my experience with Tarkov. They blew my head smooth off. Never playing this one again. Extraction shooters are Tarkov and Hunt Showdown, basically is all you need to know. I don't know. I just don't really find interest in it unless friends get into it. Marathon's one of those games where I get a little bit of Hyenas vibes from it. I'm probably wrong, but I get a little bit of Hyenas vibes from it. I'm just like, I am trepidatious about this one. Plus, like, I don't know. I don't really like modern Bungie. I like their art direction a lot. I will always compliment their art direction and some of their writing team, but overall, like the general way, art direction, gunplay, and writing team sometimes is really fucking good, but the actual like mechanics of the games that you have to fucking play, I mean, we talk about this all the time. Like, I am a Destiny hater. I like the guns. I think the art's great. I think the narrative is usually pretty fucking good when you actually get deep into it, but the way that the core gameplay loop works and the way that the game goes, I have no interest in it. I am a tree in barren soil. My roots cannot find purchase. There is no water here for me. I must move. Wish Marathon was an arena shooter. Man, anytime anybody brings up an arena shooter, I'm like, I'm glad that freaks get their niche games like Quake, and I know that there are fundamentally there is an audience for an arena shooter. But I also am going to be that guy, and I'm going to say, the arena shooter is dead. Long live the arena shooter. The arena shooter is dead. Like, no matter how much you want it to come back, the arena shooter is dead. Holy shit, is that Bajalfi the Contemptible? Does CS count? I wouldn't count CSGO as an arena shooter. Take that back. I'm not saying it like, I agree that it's a bad thing. I'd like more Quake, you know? But I think for the most part, like, the arena shooter is kind of dead. I mean, I guess in the traditional way. Call of Duty came along and they fucking killed it. What was the big last arena shooter? The one that I can think of is Quake Champions. The TikTok Zoomers yearn for movement tech. Yeah, some TikTok Zoomers yearn for movement tech, but you are also a minority within the Zoomers. If the arena shooter is dead, why does Unreal still pay people to update Unreal Tournament? They don't. What are you talking about? Those guys work on Fortnite now? The arena shooter is dead. Like, it's you know, if you like Ultra Kill and, you know, if you like Ultra Kill and New Blood games, like, they are a niche. It's not a bad thing to be in a niche. I'm talking about overarchingly within the greater culture. They are a niche that I don't think will ever break out of the niche. It's not a bad thing to be, like, a niche or whatever. I'm just saying that they are a niche. And there will be games that fulfill that niche, but they're not going to break out into, like, your fucking mega massive fuck video games. Everyone just plays Quake 3 when they feel the arena shooter itch. Quake 3, Quake Champions, you know? I don't think there won't be arena shooters made, but look at a couple of years ago when, oh, I want twitchy hyper movement arena shooters. Yeah, then why did you let those 50 different indie games that tried to fulfill like the sequel to Quake, why did you let them all die, man? The 50 to 100 video games that tried to do this, why did you let them all die? Why did you let Tribes die, man? The 8 different times they've tried to reset Tribes, why did you let them die? Everybody says they want an arena shooter and then they won't dedicate time to it. Or they'll just go back to Quake 3 or go back to Quake Champions, which also kind of died-ish. Like I said, I am not trying to say the arena shooters are dead. I'm just saying that they're not going to go into the grander culture. Like a game like Marathon, where it's a AAA megafuck video game, they're not going to make an arena shooter that is a AAA megafuck video game. Your twitchy movement shooters, your Quake likes, they are always going to be made by independent developers who are probably going to do fucking an awesome job at it, but it's going to have a low player population. Because you're just going to play it when you feel like it with your friends. And then the population's going to die, and then it'll inevitably be at 0 until the next one comes along, because it's not a megafuck game. It's not vying for your attention every day, every week. And God, I wish that a video game would come along, like a twitchy movement shooter, like a Quake or an older Unreal would come along, and they would be treated with respect, kind of like fighting games are, like FGC, but they're not, man. You're not doing Fortnite competitively. You're not doing Call of Duty competitively. I don't even think MLG really exists for Halo that much anymore. Yeah, but that's kind of the life cycle for most games, I feel, except for like fighting games. I mean, that's you got to find the movement shooter, like a twitchy shooter that gets people interested in mastering the craft to the point where like they can keep the game in circulation. People still play Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I'm sure there are Quake tournaments here and there, but you know, they're for a hot dog and a hamburger, not a $1 million prize. They games like that don't have the funding to build into a mega fuck experience. Would I also rather have Marathon as like a mega fuck, like awesome twitchy arena shooter? Absolutely. Picking up quad kills and double damage, learning map knowledge so you can figure out where the rocket launcher is. Fuck yeah, dude, I want that. But it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, I don't want to say it's not going to happen. That makes it an impossibility. It's unlikely to happen. Not impossible, but unlikely because of the way the world works. Interrupted by ads for Overwatch 2 Arena. Yeah, like, well, Overwatch is an example. I mean, the ads may still be running, so you may not hear me. But Overwatch is an example of a video game where it exists because they put so much money in the background. They literally threw money away onto the fire for Overwatch marketing for like the competitive aspect of it. And somehow, some way, it still persists, you know? They threw away so much fucking money into that. They were burning money. But is Marvel vs. Capcom mainstream? FGC in general isn't really mainstream, but like the prizes would make you think yes. I think if you're running cups for like $100,000 to $1 million, I'm inclined to say, yeah. Fighting games are niche, but also like they do like $1 million prizes. I don't know, man. I think it's mainstream if Saudi Arabia money gets into it. So that's. I think that a lot of this is semantics, though. I mean, I'm just shooting the shit. Well, Brendan, what kind of homunculus have you, Rod? Oh, you want to see my creature? Yeah, let me pull up the. How do you feel about him? Barry boy. Do you like him? Do you think he's handsome? Life or death for him? I saw furry Thanos, and then Thanos. I actually want to die. Stop watching Marvel movies. Actually, you actually just like wounded my soul a little bit. Stop watching Marvel movies. Stop it. Do better. Watch Everything Everywhere All at Once. Watch I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Stop watching Marvel movies. Go out there, go out there and you watch The Fugitive starring Harrison Ford right now. That was the last Marvel movie I ever saw, to be honest. Well, yeah, because it was part of like it was a big cultural event. Thanos was important to the culture. Now Marvel's not as important to the culture. The Smoke Hole Boot Tomb. Why does it sound like a bar? Like you're driving through Texas and you stop at a town of about 1,000 people and that's the name of the bar, the Smoke Hole Boot Tomb. Corbin, you're from Texas. This sounds like a Texan bar in a small Texas town, right? The Smoke Hole Boot Tomb. Would you go there, Corbin? You would go there with me, right? We got to find a place called the Smoke Hole Boot Tomb. Hi, Billy. Billy, would you go with Corbin and I to the Smoke Hole Boot Tomb, or they got to have good beef jerky? I bet they make you like an old-fashioned with like a piece of jerky as a garnish. Waiter, more meaty whiskey, please. Happy hour with the coworkers, man. We're getting those saucy drinks. And then show Billy your character this based on is like this. I did not make my character to look like Billy. You guys got to stop saying that. This does not look like my friend Billy. This is Airy Boy. It's blue, not purple. I said this multiple times, Billy. They're literally colorblind. That's a berry color. That's a blue. Clearly not my friend Billy. I said this multiple times. They're bringing it up because they're fucking colorblind. It is a little purple. I selected blue. It did end up being a little purple. It does kind of look like Billy's persona stung with bees. I didn't intend for it to look like that, though. In the character creator, it looked more blue. Under the lighting, it looks a bit purplish. And now he admits it. Okay, I didn't do this on purpose. It looked blue in the character creator. Sorry, berries can be purple. Fuck it. Fuck you, inflates you big and round. Shut the fuck up. Rather than just make your own persona. I don't have a persona, man. I don't want to be a furry. I don't care. I like being a guy / skeleton. I like being a guy with a Dracula flow hairline and a skeleton. That's me, bitch. Yeah, but what if he'd be a horse and iguana? There's no what if. Because to have interest in being portrayed as an animal is to admit defeat. And I have no interest in it. Therefore, there is no animal that it would be because I do not care. Stop trying to put me in the fucking goddamn flask, the vial you want me to be in. I refuse. You will lose? I won't lose, man. I've been fighting this battle for 10 fucking years. What do you think I would lose? I am stronger than you. I am better than you. I will never admit defeat. On your deathbed, you will succumb? No, I fucking won't. I've been fighting this battle for 10 years. If you had the waves of psychic attacks that I have had over the last 10 years, you would crumble within a year to 5 years. I will not falter. I will not crumble. I will not fall. Inside of me, there are no wolves, actually. There is, see, and the other thing is like, you will admit defeat, you will succumb. This is not a battle, right? You are under the assumption that this is like a fight that I am fighting. This is not a battle. This is nature, babe. This is water crashing into itself. Water is not wet. Brendaniel is not a furry. Like it's just a fact. Water is wet. It is just a truth, right? The idea of framing it as a battle means that there's a chance that it I guess the furry tendencies are inside me to begin with, and they're not, man. Listen, if you show me like an anthropomorphic wolf with like big honking tits, or like a anthropomorphic like a fox with like a huge package, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you could probably junk your jonkles to that. I could see how. I think personally, fuck, I have like an 8-foot-tall wolf BBL girlfriend. I'm gonna have to buy a lint roller. Anyway, I made Sloppy Joes for lunch, Brendan. Peak. When's the last time I had a Sloppy Joe? Like a year ago, I think. I'm a big like Sloppy Joe versus pulled pork sandwich. Like in terms of like the messy sandwiches, I'm a big defender, and I bring this up all the time, of like a pulled pork sandwich or a clean Joe, a sloppy-less Joe. You get like a loose meat sandwich, a tavern is pretty good. I think I had some manwich maybe like a year and a half ago, and I will tell you, I think I just prefer a clean Joe. Loose meat, basically a loose meat sandwich is like, it's like the Sloppy Joe meat where it's ground up beef, but instead of doing like a sloppy, disgusting sauce, you do like salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of like garlic and onion, maybe like a light sauce instead of like a thick sauce. Depending on how the tavern is made, or the loose meat sandwich is made, depending on how it's made. It is Iowa's state sandwich, if you go by that one image from a couple of years ago. I love my big fuck mace I found until it runs out of energy. I love magic items in Oblivion so much because it's just, what if we put ammo on this bitch? How do you get the ammo back? By sucking the soul out of other creatures? You gotta suck the dang soul out, man. I know it doesn't have enough charge. Here's the fun thing. I don't care. It's a dwarven mace. This will not affect me negatively because, bitch, it's a dwarven mace. We do not care. Can you beat Oblivion Remake without running or jumping? Me beating Oblivion Remake with half an A press. Don't bring me back to this world. I don't want to think. Don't do this to me. I don't want to be thinking about that again. Why her head like that? Why it look like a troll doll? Elf hair? Skyrim has elves? Skyrim has 2 different kinds of elves, right? Dark elves and wood elves. And high elves. 3 elves. They got 3 elves. They got like 3 types of elves, yeah. Snow elves? Don't tell me there's snow elves now. They snow now? Orcs are elves? God, everybody's an elf in this son of a bitch. Oops, all elves. Oh, the Falmer were snow elves, right? But they're all dead, so. All things alchemical, awesome. I love this because this store name, you could see this shit just on like a strip mall and you walk in and bitch is selling crystals to you. Your luck has been damaged. Yeah, I know. That's because I'm just sitting there eating shit that I'm not supposed to. I'm just putting shit in my mouth I'm not supposed to. I'm aware. I'm just eating what I gotta eat to see what happens. I don't know if it make me normal. I don't know if it fuck me up, make me silly. Eating a human heart to learn its effects? You gotta find out somehow, man. That's how cavemen found out what was good and what was bad. Good berries, bad berries. You gotta know. You gotta find out that way. Man, if only I was playing Skyrim right now. In Skyrim, you can grab bug right out of the air. Oh, well, looks like this remaster needed some more time in the oven, huh? Simple geometry, eh? This game feels way more fantasy than Skyrim. I can't get over that. Well, yeah, because, I mean, that's kind of Oblivion. That's Cyrodiil versus Skyrim. Skyrim is more, I mean, Skyrim is fantasy. They got fucking dragons, but a lot of the underlying, like, slime in Skyrim is more so about, like, the Vikings and the Nords. You're looking at, like, the Imperial homeland versus the Nordic homeland. It's like Morrowind. You go to Morrowind, Morrowind's fucking evil. That shit, they got big fucking scary creatures everywhere. Morrowind has, like, horror aspects to it on account of the fact that the scary creatures are everywhere. But Oblivion has a Minotaur. Skyrim has, like, trolls and dragons. I have one left. Damn it. Whatever, man. I don't even care. I don't even need lockpicks. I'm an adventurer. I'll just punch guys to death. I don't even need epic loot out of the lock chest. I don't even care. Wish the magic schools didn't ban levitation. Imagine banning levitation, but being like, oh yeah, you can summon a horse. You shouldn't float, because floating is evil. Flying is evil. Flying and floating, that's evil. But like, you can summon a horse. You can give birth to a new creature. But like, floating though, man, that's too fucked up. That's too evil. People are gonna call you a witch and try to get you. What were they even fucking guarding? What were you bozos even fucking guarding? A couple of hammers and 20 gold? You guys sucked as bandits. I'm not gonna lie. 20 gold, a couple of hammers. Not even like a big wealth. I mean, probably in this chest there may be like a gem or two. 1 silver nugget. That's all you got out of the mines? Man, it's gotta suck to be you guys. You guys are digging for nothing. Digging for 5 gold. You guys were not doing anything. If you guys were trying to operate the mine properly, wasn't working out. If you guys were robbing caravans and merchants that were coming this way, same thing. Not working out. And we're getting shit done in these mines. This was just their home. They didn't know shit. Then they sucked as bandits too, because they didn't bring any fat loot back for me. Okay, what about summoning a levitating horse? I think they get banned, dude. I don't think it's going to let you summon a levitating horse, just a normal one or a fucked up and evil one. Some good hits, man. You're getting a couple of... Oh, good smack on that one. Yeah, I know you're hitting me, but it doesn't feel like it. One second, I just gotta... You gotta just let me hang out over here for a second. We'll just peep over here. Let me just pop a couple of sippies here. Drop those. God, what's the point of making them drop their weapons if they're just gonna pick them up immediately? I guess I get a couple of seconds of hurting them. Can you kill everyone in Oblivion? No, Oblivion was the beginning of that, right? For Bethesda. Important NPCs, like non-killable NPCs. Yeah, Oblivion, then Fallout 3, then Fallout 4, then Skyrim, or Skyrim and then Fallout 4, yeah. This is the game where it became a Bethesda staple because they were so worried about like, oh, but if they kill the NPC, they can't do the quest. Let them! It doesn't affect anything other than you're locking them out of the quest. Let them kill them! Oh, but what if they miss out on the content? They gotta be able to do the Fighters Guild, the Thieves Guild, the Mage Guild, the Thieves Guild, the Brotherhood. You gotta be able to do everything. Let them fail! Let me accidentally kill an important NPC and then I fall on my ass, split my pants down the middle while I'm farting. Let me fart, let me shit. Let me kill an important NPC, see what happens. No consequences? That's the thing. The thing is it's easier narratively to just say you cannot kill this NPC, because narratively, if you let them kill the NPC, then they're gonna have to have a workaround for the player that just mercilessly kills everybody, or a complete and utter failure state. I mean, that's narratively, that's what Baldur's Gate 3 does really well. Is there's even if you start just mercilessly slaughtering people, there's still a way forward. New Vegas has Yes Man, so you always have like an avenue for that. Just have a Yes Man. Just have a vial of Imperial blood that you can inject so that you can wear the amulet, but only for like a little bit. Let you get like a little bit, like a skosh of Martin's blood, you know? Please, sir, can I just have a little Imperial blood? I just want to wear the Amulet of Kings. I just want to feel good about it. Just a little bit. It's a good piece. It's a good piece of jewelry. I just want to wear it for a little bit, please. Did you guys see? They made the tree dryads less sexy. They took away the sexy from them. They made the wood ladies less sexy. How do you expect me to fight and kill a wood lady if I'm not able to come? What do you mean I'm fighting the wood lady and I don't want to come? What the fuck, dude? Literally unplayable. If I'm fighting a creature with breasts and I can't fucking come while I'm fighting the creature, what's the point of the fucking game, buddy? They made the Flame Atronarch more sexy. Didn't they render the toes? Is that... highly detailed fiery feet? Is that where we're at? Nice cave. I like your cave home. Go to hell. Give me your gallbladder. You mean you can't get off to those imps and their cum gutters? I mean, you know, I can't tell if they made imps hotter or less hot, but I guess like if you like that Nosferatu slime, this is definitely your type. What is that? That's an 8-pack, right? Fuck. Do they got little barbells and little dumbbells to be working out that bad? They go to Imp Planet Fitness? Now we're talking. I'm just imagining little dumbbells and little barbells built specifically for imps. Little imp weight machines. The imp lunk alarm is going off every fucking day, dude. It's untenable. I work at the rat gym. That's where I make all of the rats really buff. The lunk alarm goes off every day because the rats keep killing each other. Instead of the lunk alarm, it's the grunk alarm. If the imps are acting disrespectful, they send out grunk. He squishes the imp. Wouldn't imps just live with humans and do their chores to get swole? Are you Dobby posting? Because I don't... How did Dobby get so beefy? All that washing dishes made him fucking incredibly beefy. What is a lunk anyway? Ya big lunk? I couldn't tell you. Like a lunk? Like, I don't know. What is the mom from the Munsters? God, I don't remember her name. The Munster mom? I mean, Herman Munster would be a lunk. Like a hunk lunk. You know, at some point, I think after years of playing Bethesda games, you think at some point that I would figure out, like, directions in their fucked up and wacky dungeons, and I never have and I never will. But you think at some point I would figure it out. Brendan, wouldn't it be cool if you had, like, feline speed and reflexes, but as a human? I don't really... I mean, for somebody who care about that stuff, yeah. But nah. I kind of like being a clumsy oaf. I kind of like... honestly, I prefer being an oafish figure. But then to me, like, to immediately be good at something, immediately, like, it fires alarms in my head. And I'm like, what do you mean that I would be immediately good at something? Like, what is the drawback? How am I paying for this? Coach McGurk be like, Brendan, wouldn't it be cool, like, if you had feline reflexes and speed, but, you know, as a person? That is a really Coach McGurk question. But, like, I don't know. I think I off-put too much oafish energy to where if I had, like, cat-like reflexes, it just would not befit my character. It would not be befitting of my character. I'm too oaf-core. I'm too lunk-core. I'm far too much of an oaf to be that strong. Get out of here, you buff little freak. Go back to your barbells. Go get some more weightlifting done. Go drink more protein out of your protein shakes. Hang out with the dudes and drink some brogurt. I thought in Oblivion there were Oblivion portals that spawn as random events. I haven't even summoned, I think you gotta do stuff in Kvatch, and I'm very much I'm gonna go over to here and punch a billion guys real quick to see what'll happen kind of guy. And yeah, there are also, like, there's no random events in Oblivion. It's portals scattered around. After you, I think after Kvatch, say, what up, Martin? Here's your dad's necklace. And I'm kind of too busy punching little buff guys. I don't know, I could go meet up with Martin, or I could punch little buff dudes. All I know about Elder Scrolls came from Can You Beat videos I watched to fall asleep. Well, yeah, you're not going to learn anything from that. You're not going to absorb anything from that other than, like, and this is how can we beat Oblivion? But every time we kill an enemy, we eat, like, a Scooby-Doo sized sandwich? That's not going to teach you anything about the game. Those are just freak challenges. Those videos are, like, they're fun, though. It's nice to see, it's always fun to see somebody do, like, a challenge run of something. Oh, the dead treasure hunter. Well, at least he had treasure on him. How did he die? Did he fall through a hole? He fell through a hole. All right. I mean, let's be honest, Dead Treasure Hunter. All I'm getting are imp pieces out of here, so... I don't think you missed out on much, dude. You fell down a hole, you died. Those videos are way better if you played the games in question. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, if you're watching somebody do a challenge run of a video game, it's way better to have played the game so you have that experience. That way you know how difficult the challenge run is. It gives you a better perception of the run itself. It's like speed runs. And speed runs of video games that I have played are always more interesting than speed runs of video games I have not played. I tried to kill somebody in Whiterun first time I played Skyrim and he fell on the floor for a breather and got back up. Yeah, that's classic non-killable NPCs. That's why people usually mod the shit out of it. Skyrim, Fallout, Oblivion even, once you get into tweaking everything the way you want to play it, they're great mod platforms. You have to deal with your essential NPCs. Every NPC gets a little bit of the judge from the Blood Meridian. They say he's always been here. They'll say he never dies. It's also why I didn't try out Avowed. Well, Avowed is a different beast. It's not... Oh, I hate that. I gotta, like, bring this up every time. Avowed is not like Oblivion. Avowed is not like Skyrim. Avowed is not like it is more akin to a Dragon Quest game with a first-person perspective. It is a straight shooter RPG. It is not a simulation game. Bethesda games are weird for the essential NPCs because it takes away from some of the fun of the game, which is, in essence, the simulation part of the games. Avowed is way more like, you cannot attack people in town. Yeah, and you can't do that in Dragon Quest or Mass Effect. You can't pull your fucking gun out and start, like, killing people. I don't know. I'm not an RPG designer, man. I just run tabletop games. I fundamentally, you know, don't agree with the essential NPC thing. But I think Avowed was also a weird game. People got it in their heads that it was going to be more akin to Oblivion than it was to a game like Dragon Age. But just in the first-person perspective. Avowed in and of itself is kind of a weird game. As somebody with non-psychotic urges, it doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, I mean, I don't really ever go out of my way to kill or torture NPCs in video games. I guess I in high school, I think I noticed it more because it was just like, there were some NPCs where I was like, I fucking hate this dude. And then I try to kill them and they get back up. But nowadays, I'm just like, I don't really have I need to kill this man. I should kill this, I should man this ham. He says he doesn't have psychotic urges after he, what was it? After everyone he saw, he started punching everyone he saw as soon as he started playing. Yeah, rats. If you go back and check the tape, you can see that I punched no passive NPC. Not a single one. So you can go back, you can check the tape, but I did not go indiscriminately punching people in the middle of town. You go back, you check the tape. I was punching rats and skeletons, but like, and bandits. They had an evil health bar. I'm just saying, if they had an evil health bar, it's free game. All right? I saw an evil health bar. They had an evil health bar. It's free game. Jesus, man. He's staring deeply into my fucking soul. You don't have any jobs. I never have to talk to you again. Bye. Who has jobs? Who the fuck works here, man? Do you remember Oblivion, how really weird it was when it launched? Because it was rated as T for teen, but then, like, they had to re-release the ESRB on it, so the original Oblivion released a T for teen, and then they had to change it on the cover to M. Like, ESRB had to re-look at it and be like, wait a minute, wait a minute here, buddy. That is not right. We are not selling this to teens. That's actually how I got my first copy of the game for 360. It's because I bought it and it was rated T for teen and they didn't ask. And then when I wanted to go buy a new copy, M for mature. So fucking sad. All I had was Quake 4. The whole summer, the only game I had was Quake 4 and whatever slop I managed to rent from the rental place. What makes this M? I don't know, fucking skooma? We can look, let's see. Fun little fact, actually, is you can go to the ESRB rating site and you can look exactly why something is rated the way it is. It'll actually give you examples of why it is in the game like that. So we type in Oblivion into the ESRB ratings. Oblivion is rated M for blood, gore, and blood, gore, sexual themes, and violence. Let's see. This is a role-playing game in which players assume the role of an escaped prisoner. Players use swords, arrows, and magic attacks to kill various enemies. Combat is highlighted by cries of pain and frequent blood splatter effects. One sequence depicts a room with assorted limbs, torsos, organs, and heads among blood-spattered walls and floors. Dialogue and game text contains some sexual material. Example, it was no secret that they were all prostitutes, and after the march and the flower festival that evening, they would be available for more intimate business. And this is like stuff in the books. Right? So it'll give you a full example of why it is rated that way, which is what I would use at GameStop when a child was mean to me and they wanted to buy Grand Theft Auto. The most powerful thing you can do as a GameStop employee if a kid is being a shithead in your store is to pull out your GameStop tablet, type Grand Theft Auto 5 into the SRB website, and show them that it's not just boobs that their kid could look at, it's full male dong and full torture scenes. And like, I would never be the GameStop employee who is like on a power trip. I only utilized this when a kid was being shitty. Like, if they were making a mess in the store or being shitty to their parents, immediately I'm like, justice must be served. On this day, I can be him. I can be the vigilante. I will tell your parents exactly why they shouldn't buy this game for you, and I will tell them every little thing in the game that makes it an M for mature game. If you're bad. If you're good, buddy, enjoy GTA, have some fucking fun. But if you're being a little shit, telling you about the extended torture scene and explaining to your parents that it's not just boobs. The 2006 required physics interactions, I missed them. I think that was one of my favorite things about clearing out like one of the first dungeons you get to in Oblivion, where it's in the sewers, right? I think where like you drop logs on goblins and you feel so fucking cool about it, and then it just pops up every once in a while in some of the dungeons where you can drop logs on guys. Oh no, yeah, okay. I guess Cuddle Party. They'll figure it out, right? They'll figure. I'm not worried, but they'll figure it out. Peak Oblivion jank, yeah. Character is just walking. They're like, we don't know what to do with the logic now, so they're just gonna walk into each other. They don't know what to do with the logic. They just, yeah. I'm just gonna walk into you, and you walk into me, and then that'll do it, right? I love how duty the jank of the original was. The jank of this version is viewed endearingly. I think for a good, like, portion of it, I think Bethesda jank for a lot of Bethesda jank is viewed in an endearing way. Right? It's the game-breaking bugs that are more fucking annoying. But like the silly little like physics bugs, there's a lot of, I think, Oblivion jank and Skyrim jank and Fallout jank that's like, this is broken in a fun way. Like, I love in Fallout 3 going out into the front of Megaton, finding the bathtub and then dropping 1 million mines in it just to see how far I could get my character into the sky. What that mouth do? Stop asking that about the NPCs, please. How about I don't even see Martin when I'm in Coral? How about I just ignore him entirely? He wants this cool amulet? Too bad, I got shit to do. But what about the Oblivion Gates? Nah, at least learn a spell that makes your hand stronger, call it dog medicine. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing, level hand-to-hand, right? Day 4072 of putting dog medicine on my hands to make them stronger. Do you think one day that guy's gonna wake up and his fists are gonna be permanently closed, the skin healed over them? Holy shit, Aurora Borealis. Please don't bring up dog medicine. Day 7,622 of putting dog medicine on my hands to make them stronger. Honestly, I feel like he's just gonna look like a rock golem after a couple of days. That man's become only callous. I mean, world's first genetically modified man into Thumb Thumb. The man to Thumb Thumb pipeline goes real hard. Eventually his face will seal off. He will be nothing but Thumb. He will become Thumb, destroyer of Thumb. The mighty Callus? What is that, a Destiny raid boss? Come on now. I like how big they've made the mushrooms in this one. I don't remember them being this big. That's a big fucking mushroom. Look at that. I could sit on that son of a bitch. That's like a... Yeah, no, I could just straight up sit on this son of a bitch. Look at that. That's a sittable fucking mushroom right there. If my ass was Bilbo Baggins, fuck, dude, and I had a pipe, I'd sit on that son of a bitch. No, you took it down, gnome condo, yeah. Sorry. I'm a gnome landlord. Didn't pay rent this week. Whoop. You know what I thought I'd been here already? It's the Oblivion curse. It's the Bethesda curse. Even if the dungeon is different, it looks exactly like the Imp dungeon I was in. This is the same cell, yeah. Brendan, when are you going to eat 400 herbs in one go? I've done that multiple times already. I've already gone herb hungry. I ate like 40 rat meat in one go. I don't know what you're talking about. When did you miss me eating 40 to 50 rat meat? How many dog-sized crabs do you think you could beat in the fight in real life? You ever see Mario when he does the Goomba Stomp? It's gonna be a lot like Mario when he does the Goomba Stomp. Damn, you're right, they just need to be big, but then they'd probably just cut you in half. Yeah, if they got too big, they'd be cutting me in half, but they're flat, I'd be jumping. 200 and some pounds of man meat directly on top of the crab. Hurricane Rana on the crab? Nah, it'd be a Goomba Stomp. It'd be a Goomba Stomp. It'd have to just be like I just jump, 8-foot vertical leap. I just jump 8 feet in the air and then come down to the crab and destroy it. What about a spider crab? They're lanky as hell. Got some tech for you. Step stool. Got some tech for you, buddy. It's called parkour. It's called, just like Mario, if I do 1 jump, 2 jump, and then 3 jump, the 3rd jump, I jump higher. Every time. It's just like Mario. The 3rd jump is always higher. The shell would be pretty hard. It's about putting pressure in a precise point to crack the shell. That's why it would be Goomba Stomp, jump as high as I can, and land as hard as I can on top of the crab. So I think if you gave me like a number, how many like dog-sized crabs that I could kill, I think 3, maybe 4. Any more than 4, and then we're running into a logistical problem where like I would be a little bit worried about one of them getting me. But I think I could take on 4 like dog-sized crabs. I just Goomba Stomp them. All I have to do is pretend that they're fucked up evil Roombas in my head, and then I won't feel bad about it. And also, I won't feel bad about it if they're like coming at me. If it's like my life or 3 crab life, I'm going to prioritize my life over 3 crab life. They wouldn't be fast, to be fair. Well, have you seen a crab? I'm not gonna lie, crabs can be really fucking fast. Level 1 gamer versus level 7 crabs. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to give it to the crabs. Then again, like, I mean, for me at least, I'm gonna choose a non-violent option. I mean, in real life, at any time. I don't act like I act in video games in the real world. I'm gonna go non-violence first. In a video game, yeah, I'm more likely to go violence first, but that's more due to a lack of patience than anything else. Is when I have a quest and the violent option is faster, that's faster to get to the dopamine. And then it also is depending, like, will I get a more interesting result from going the less violent option? Then yeah, I'll do the less violent option, because the dopamine reward is the story reward from going the other route. Otherwise, if it's just like go violent route, I get the same reward. I mean, that's the fastest way for me. I'm gonna go the violent route. What do you say, lack of patience while getting flowers? I mean, yeah. Humans are multifaceted creatures, dude. Oh, if it's mud crabs. Oh, dude, 10 mud crabs. We're talking like mud crabs? Oh, no, yeah, dude, 10 mud crabs. I could take on 10 of them. I'm jumping from crab to crab like Mario. I was thinking real crabs, but big. You're talking mud crabs? Oh, no, that's just me Goomba stomping them left and right. That's just crab to crab to crab to crab. I'm on the crab path. You know, Goku walks the dragon path in Dragon Ball Z. I'm walking the crab path. I'm taking their shells and outside of my home instead of having nice little stepping stones leading into my secret garden. It's crab shells. I'm not punching the crab in real life. 10 mud crabs in my domicile? I'm Goomba stomping. I'm stomping on mud crabs. That's actually Chris Pratt. They're talking about the Oblivion movie. Chris Pratt's going to play Martin Septim, so I just love stomping on Daedric princes. Do you think a mud crab boil would taste good? Yes. Yes, a million times yes. As long as they put seasoning. I have seen crab boils where it's no fucking seasoning. It's just vegetables and crab in the water. What the fuck is wrong with you? Vegetables and crab and salt. How long until you slip in the mud crab shell and fall down? Then you'd be at the other mud crab's mercy? I wouldn't slip. I would aim for center of mass. The dome, I would aim for center of mass. It would be 2 stomps, realistically. Double down in the joints where the claws come out, and then a middle stomp. So it's claws, middle, move to the next one. Claws, middle, move to the next one. Claws, middle. Really, really efficient in that way. I'm thinking about the most efficient way to do it. Like, and even then, yeah, there's a chance I would slip and fucking fall, but like, there are 10 crabs coming for me, so I gotta do what I can. Would you have the SpongeBob SquarePants movie stomping boots on? No, but I would have a pair of like Doc Martens or something. I make sure if I'm stepping, I'm big stepping, you know? That always made me sad how hand-to-hand wasn't in Skyrim as a skill, because Skyrim had some of the funniest, like, they had that funny, like, cool kill animations that could pop up, and the fighting ones, like, the hand-to-hand ones with your fists are a lot of fun, where you just take somebody, you just drop them down on the fucking ground. I think there was a heavy armor skill that added the portion of your armor rating to your fist damage, but that was it. Yeah, and then you could get, like, in one of the towns in the sewers, there was a guy who had gloves that upped hand-to-hand damage, and then you could take that enchantment and then put it on anything, which was, like, the best way to do, like, a hand-to-hand build. Because you can get the hand-to-hand, enchantment and then put it on all your shit, and then you'd be doing a ton of fist damage.
You move like a pregnant cow.
Stop telling me I look like a pregnant cow. What the fuck? You look so gravid today. That's my bit, not your bit. Shut the fuck up. You're so bad. You look pregnant, Aunt. Yeah, well, pregnant ladies are strong. Moms make the world go round, except for the bad moms. Oblivion knows your soul, Brendan, so much as stealing your bits. Where do you think all my bits came from? Everything can be traced back to playing Oblivion on my Xbox 360. All of it can be. I love that you're still just punching stuff. I mean, it works. If it works, it works. Don't broke it, ain't fix it. Ah, Newheim the Portly, huh? Interesting. Newheim? Is he gonna be like Newman from Seinfeld? Is he... Where's the Jerry at in Chaindoll? All right, let's talk to Newheim the Portly. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it's Oblivion when they, okay, this guy's supposed to be a fat guy. Let's put food everywhere. I keep saying it. They should do a show where it's just a sitcom. There's 24 episodes, but in the 20th episode, one of the characters reaches their untapped potential, and then they just become like, it becomes a shonen for like 7 seasons. 20 episodes of normal sitcom, and then Sheldon unlocks his potential, and the Big Bang Theory becomes like Jujutsu Kaisen. 8 seasons of him fighting stronger opponents. From 20 episodes to 10 episode seasons where he's just fighting dudes. Normal sitcom, but one guy has a graphic death and it's never addressed, but the actor is gone. Normal sitcom, but in the middle of an episode, one of the actors eats the other one, and then they never reference it or talk about it, and nobody reacts to it. It's like a 10-person cast, and every season, another actor gets eaten, and they just do not make reference to it. Until the final season, where it's just the one guy, and then he eats himself. One more season after that, every shot is empty. There is no dialogue. It's just 20 episodes of things happening and then supporting actors talking to the air. Honestly, he doesn't even have to eat them. Just every season, it's like a 10-person ensemble cast, and every season a person disappears, but they act like that person is there. Sitcom where a character is voted off each season, but their part doesn't leave the show. So there's just scenes where it shows the set. Sitcom where it's the same characters, but every 3 episodes, the entire cast gets recast. Oh yeah, that's right. They fixed the fucking... I can't believe they did this, chat. This is a terrible port, because I did find out that... I hate to be the bearer of bad news like this, but... paintbrushes no longer float. They fall. They have weight. I know! It's so fucking sad. Fucking tragic. We live in a society. They do fall. They no longer float. You can't jump on them. Oh, I can use a lot of this for damage health poisons. Put you in there. Put you in there. There we go. Now, how big and round am I? That took care of some of the space. Now I have 1 billion potions of damage. Awesome. Good to go. I also got to take a fat nap when I can. Did too much alchemy. Feeling primal energy. This would it be like to be Logan Paul at the Prime Factory, ain't it? When he sits in front of the big lead cauldron and he just starts like moving the big spoon in the lead cauldron. He's full of primal energy. He's like putting the viscous liquid in there to make it even more yummy. More coconut water, more lead, more aspartame, more nasty shit now. Brendan, why aren't you playing as a dinosaur, Brendan? You mean an Argonian? Well, on account of the fact that I don't know, honestly. I picked Khajiit because I remember in Skyrim, Khajiit get like a bonus to hand, and I couldn't remember if they do in Oblivion, so it's just like, fucking pick the cat because I want to punch him. Brendan, do you think prison sentences are lengthened for races that live exponentially longer than man? Like for thievery, a human would serve 4 years while an elf would serve 16 years? Sorry, let me deal with Chubby Ogre. 1 second. I'm thinking about it. I'm honestly trying to think, like, maybe you just go to magic prison or something. I don't know. Who knows, dude? Maybe you just go to magic prison. And also, yeah, more so that they're based on punishment than they are on, like, level of punishment rather than, like, based on life expectancy. Because, like, you give an elf a life sentence, they'll be there forever, you know? I have no idea, man. I haven't thought about the fantasy prison system. I just think, for the most part, we just do a human equivalent. But you just do, oh yeah, 5 years for prison. Doesn't matter if you're an elf or a gnome. You don't live as long. What up, man?